guiding light is all I know. Through wood and steel, through fire and lace, I'm blessed to walk within your grace. Is to a throig arcane. You laid the path before me. You guided every step. Raise the hammer, string the bow. Her gift is all I need to know. Through toil and trial, through heart and hand, her grace builds up this mighty land. Is the grass the dead time it so? Build the land, our hearts within. From dawn till dusk, I work, I strive. With your blessing, I'll survive. The loom, the forge, the sword, the grain in your name, I rise again. Got Bua, got Tolan, got Trio. In you lies strength, in you lies skill. Each victory, each talent, each trial. No task too great, no skill too small. Your gifts, dear goddess, guide us all. Into force. Without your light, we have no guide, but with your hand, our place abide. Raise the hammer, string the bow. Her gift is all I need to know. Through toil and trial, through heart and hand, her grace builds up this mighty land. Is the grass the dead time it's sore? To find it until our greatest deed. By the grace of the goddess we are free. We'll build the land, our hearts within. I'm blessed to walk within your grace. Blessed by her grace, forever, forever.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pax Dei, Search for Steel. I'm your host, Daniel, and today we are we are diving deep into how digital lives shape us. In this episode, we call it Digital Iron, Forging Identity and Connection in a Virtual Age. So, of course, I gotta test out my mic because I didn't do that beforehand. However, with all that said, over the next time, I usually say 2 hours, but I don't know if this will last 2 hours, to be fair. We'll explore everyday tools like email, virtual meetings, avatars, and even more MMORPG stuff, and discuss how they affect our work, our personal lives, and our very sense of self. And as always, let me start the chat with my first coding experience. Many of us still do that today. So I'll be breaking it down with clear definitions. I'll throw in some research findings. We'll covering the evidence for, against, and the neutral ground. Real-world examples, and even some timeless insights from some ancient philosophers. Whether you're grinding, through an epic quest or just catching your breath between tasks, stick with me as we journey through this multifaceted digital landscape. Let's jump right in. So let's kick things off with the everyday tools to keep us connected. We use email, instant messaging, which could be Teams, Skype. What else is there? Geez, X, Discord, Twitch, Rumble. So, Blue Sky, whatever you're on, right? So these technologies are, of course, indispensable today. Yet they also have their pitfalls, as many of us are aware, and we hear many times in the pursuit of figuring out life and everything. Oh, by the way, today in the actual episode, I figured I'd take you to the Old Forest. So going to the Old Forest means I need to gear up. So gearing up is in my really heavy armor. And I'm going to need my weapons a little bit better than what I have them today. So we have a two-handed spear that is an upgrade. I don't usually do the upgrades, but here I will do the upgrades. So I have two two-handed spears that are upgraded. What else do I need? Simple arming sword is going to go with me. I really won't use... I need more weapons applicable to the actual damage than I do anything else. Definitely want to top off my healing potions if I can. That's a 60. It's an 80. All right. There we go. Let's grab some really good arrows. Well, decent arrows, not really good arrows. These are all wrought iron tip arrows, so they'll do for right now. I'm really going down there for pure iron ore. Ooh, so I do need the pickaxe. So I need the good pickaxe, which will actually be able to pick the pure iron ore. And I should be good with that setup right there. It's going to take a while to get there. And this guy's still around. He's right in between us. He's not there today. Doesn't look like he's doing anything. I don't know how advanced he is. Maybe I'll leave him a gift. This is going to take a while to get to, so basically what I'll do is I'll walk it there, or I should say, I'll run, but not use the sprint function. I'm going to have to take a look at my notes for tonight's discussion, so a continual run will do fine. Okay, so before we dive in, here are a couple definitions that we in the channel. Usually what I do is I define everything so we are on the same page about what we're talking about. So technostress is going to be a new term tonight. It's the mental fatigue and the stress that arise when we overuse or misuse technology. So imagine the pressure of nonstop pings, like people keep interrupting you, ding, ding, ding. Crazy, right? So that's techno stress. And then we have information overload. I think a lot of people understand what that is, but it happens when you're bombarded with so many emails and messages that your brain simply can't process everything effectively or efficiently. So research actually supports these ideas. For example, a 2020 study in the current opinion in psychiatry. That's the actual publication, Current Opinion in Psychiatry, showed that consistent notifications can spike our stress levels according to media richness theory. I looked at the message and talk about things, right? I'm actually trying to do two things at once. I'm looking at the lower left-hand corner, which is the chat, which is connected to Discord and Pax Dei, and I'm trying to look at my notes as well. So, according to the media richness theory, richer media, like video, video calls can convey more nuance and emotion compared to plain text emails. Social presence theory further suggests that platforms which make us feel truly present, like Zoom, help build stronger interpersonal bonds. Of course, there's another side to this. Some studies indicate that when used wisely, email and messaging boost efficiency and improve connectivity. In many organizations, the benefits of immediate communication outweigh the negatives, right? Especially if proper systems are in place. So, what's the neutral take? Well, it all comes down to balance. The effectiveness of these tools really depends how they're managed. Now let me bring in some ancient wisdom. Seneca once said, quote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." In our digital age, that reminds us not to let every ping or notification become a source of anxiety. So focus on what truly matters. Back in 2019, LaSalle Network, a marketing firm, banned emails on Friday mornings. The Fast Company reported that productivity jumped by 20% because employees enjoyed uninterrupted focus. Kind of like cleaning the clutter before an epic raid. Right? We're going to do all this, and then we're just not going to do anything else. We're just going to sit by and relax. And when I looked up these stats, I'm like, it makes sense, right? So one of the things about the channel is I didn't read the studies completely and thoroughly, which I should. However, I'm going to take them at face value for conversational outlook. So if you have comments or if you want to ask questions in the chat, we can certainly dive into some topics a little bit more deeply. So let's talk about the avatars in virtual meetings. When you join a virtual meeting, digital meeting on platforms like Microsoft Teams or enter a VR environment, you're represented by a digital avatar. Well, it's a graphic representation or an animated version of yourself. So here's the important distinction. Or a definition. Here's an important definition, not distinction. We will get to the distinction here in a second. The Proteus Effect. It's a phenomenon where your avatar's appearance influences your behavior. For example, if you choose an avatar that appears tall and confident, you might start feeling more assertive. Makes sense, right? There's evidence supporting this idea as well. In a Stanford study, they found that participants with taller avatars negotiated more forcefully in virtual settings. Meanwhile, in 2021, a study in the Journal of Intelligence reported that customized avatars can boost engagement and creativity. But it's not all sunshine. Some research points out that if your avatar is too exaggerated. I forgot the things were there. I don't want to fight the other things right now. Some research points out that if your avatar is too exaggerated, or it doesn't resemble who you are truly, or truly are, it can create a sense of inauthenticity and even hinder trust. There's a little critter over here. It's not going to be a wolf, but it's always skin. Make sure I'm up on that. There we go. I am headed toward here. So I'll go up this way. Okay. So what's the neutral perspective? Well, benefits of the Proteus Effect are most pronounced when your avatar reflects key aspects of your true self. It's all about authenticity, right? It's like my avatar right now, using in Pax Dei, is not me, but I'm more confident because of him. He's taller, much better looking than I am. And right now he's badass because he's wearing armor. He can do a lot of things. So Marcus Aurelius once said, quote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In our digital realm, this suggests that we represent ourselves, the way we represent ourselves can empower us, provided it's aligned with who we really are. It has to be in a line, right? So at a 2023 conference, a tech conference, staff members adjusted their avatars to reflect a professional image, opting for tailored suits rather than over-the-top costumes. This led to noticeable increase in trust and teamwork. It's much like choosing the right gear for your raid. Balance is everything. So let's throw that a little bit. Let's talk about that just as a aside, a note, or a footnote. Dress policies at a company, in my opinion, I don't like. However, when you're allowed to dress the way you want to dress, many of us dress in business casual or why? Well, just as we've been talking about, we get a different reaction from our peers. It's as simple as that. When we're dressed more professionally, we seem to get more respect, more engagement, better engagement. So let's shift our focus to MMORPGs. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching this, then you know what an MMORPG is, but I'm going to define it anyway. A massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Like World of Warcraft, or Stay, when I'm playing. Or interesting. There didn't used to be a boar here. Things have changed here in the world of Pax Dei. Unexpected. Okay. So World of Warcraft's one, Pax Dei is another, Throne and Liberty is another. I think you get the overall, or the overarching idea. We're in the home valley of down right now, and I have to follow the path or I die. It's just one of those things. So these games are not just a source of entertainment either, right? They're complex social worlds that can shape behavior in powerful ways. When we enter a multiplayer game that has interaction, we tend to interact. We have social norms and social constructs and social, when I mean social contracts, right? So in this game, honor, commitment, courage are prevalent there's knighthoods that pop up. So if you join those clans, you become part of a knighthood. So you have to follow a code of knighthood over the clan's code or guild. And that's true with any MMORPG to a point. Some are more heavily role-played, some are less heavily role-played. All have some type of social contract that is adhered to. Okay. I have to kind of scroll on my notes. All right, some key definitions, just to make sure we're on the same page. MMORPGs are online games where thousands of players interact in a shared virtual environment. We're lucky if it's thousands, by the way. That would be really cool. In Pax Dei right now, we have tens. Probably hundreds. But a game such as EVE Online is another MMORPG, more space related. I would say thousands. You don't interact with thousands, but you could, through your lifetime playing the game, interact with thousands of different people all over the world, like everywhere. Another term we want to define is gaming disorder. It's a condition where excessive gaming results in significant impairment personally, socially, or in work areas. So evidence shows that MMORPGs can spark creativity and foster tight-knit communities. Absolutely. A 2020 study in the Journal of Behavioral Addictions found that these games build robust social networks and encourage teamwork. However, the same research warns that overindulgence might lead to gaming disorder, which affects roughly 3% of the population. And speaking of, see, you can't wave while you're running. If the developers are watching this, I need some waving. I need some waving, developers, while I'm running. I don't want to stop. Down is more active, so actually we should see a slowdown in and there's a market up here on the right, which I'm going to stop speaking about the topic at hand and probably go into a little gaming disorder myself. All right, let's see. I want the weapons. Let's see, we got fine hand spear. That's a exceptional hand spear combining. Where's the, what is it? One or two hands? I think that's a balanced spear. Well crafted 2. That's a warbow. It's a warbow. Give me 99 accuracy, 17 piercing. What do I get there? 96 accuracy. Yeah, that's 211 though. I'm not sure I like that. Take a look at the reinforced buckler. Wow, it has a block rating of 78. 253 though. Why is he pricing these so high? Maybe I'll take a fine hand spear. Not sure about the buckler though. 253 sounds a little high for me. Let's see if there's any halfway decent armor. That's 2020. Nah, I don't like that. I'm not sure. It's better than what I have, however. I like how he did his market stall, but steel arrows. So he's, you know what? I'll pick up one of these. We got food, bread, alchemy, booze. I'm not sure about these bucklers, but you know what? I'm gonna buy one just for the sake of buying it. We'll do that, and then we will do that. I don't think I'm going to be getting that much, that many, pure iron ores. So, that's not a bad purchase. What I'd like to, would like to be able to do in markets is have a, call to buy, meaning having a market where somebody is wanting to buy something, and then you at their market can say, yeah, I'll sell you this, and then it automatically exchanges funds from maybe a chest that you have on your property. Be pretty cool. Anyway, so let's continue our conversation as we continue moving along. And take a look at my map. Taking a look at your map also provides different aspects to your to see who's around. Some of these architectures are pretty as well. So as I'm going by these, go ahead and take it in, because these are pretty cool. It's nowhere near as laggy as it used to be going through here, so that's cool. I like that. All right, so let's look at the neutral perspective for MMORPGs. That can be a source of both connection and potential isolation. It's all about how we balance our virtual adventures with our real-life responsibilities. Ancient wisdom offers a valuable reminder here. Lao Tzu said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Probably one of his more famous quotes. Which means that even in gaming, taking a moment for moderation is essential. So, in World of Warcraft, guilds are often develop strong bonds that extend beyond the game, sometimes even resulting in real-life friendships. Forbes in 2012 noted that, and really, that's what the... If he hits me again, I'll turn around and take him out. But well, then looks like I'm going to outrun him. Which is pretty sad, actually. Because I'm not sprinting or anything. That's funny. Okay. Now let's explore how digital noise impacts... Oh, I'm sorry. So in Forbes 2012, they said sometimes resulting in real life friendships, right? And that was actually quoted by or noted by Forbes. Yet there are also accounts of players missing work because they're too engrossed in epic raids. Raids take a long time in World of Warcraft, and sometimes in Pax Dei, like for example, what I'm doing today, it's going to take me 10 minutes to get to the other side of the map. So, yeah, I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that as a player, part of the adventure, or the adventure itself, is getting to the place, the end place. Understanding your resources, your food, your weapons, your durability, everything is cool, in my opinion, that allows me to try to strategize and engross myself in not a real world scenario, but challenges that will affect my affect me when I get to the end of my, or to the area where I want to adventure. So it's a double-edged sword. The same community can either uplift you, or if mismanaged, it can isolate you. It's easier just to go down the road. I can make a right here, but anyway. Ah. I hate those things. Oh, just to give you a quick pro tip, if you go to, not equipment, sorry, journal, and I'm looking at skinning, I need 99 more animals before I go to 32 on my level. I'll run by him so he doesn't activate. He did. Darn it. I'll probably be able to outpace him, but I'm gonna pain in the butt. He tried to attack me, so as long as I sprint away. So let's now explore the digital noise impacts, or how digital noise impacts our work life. Consistent interruptions from email and messages fragment our focus. I think everybody's pretty definitely in the understanding of that, right? I'm down here for pure iron ore and pure iron ore only. In case I have to fight again. I'll give you the, I can do the, wow, 172. I one-shot the boar with 172 hit points. If you know the game Pax Dei, then you understand how that is. All right. So, in a 2019 study, Harvard Business Review found that batching emails, checking them at set intervals, can reduce these interruptions by about 30%. On top of that, 2021 review in Computers in Human Behavior indicated nonstop connectivity can lead to burnout. I don't think I need a study to tell me that, because I've been there before, and I'm sure you didn't need it either. So there's strong evidence that reducing interruptions by scheduling dedicated breaks improves focus and productivity. As a matter of fact, a lot of older management, not necessarily the newer management, but older management, failed to realize that breaks are more important than actually sitting down and doing work. Meaning, if I take a 20-minute break and I work for 40 straight minutes, that's better than me working for 60 minutes and kind of being present, kind of not being present. I'm not as efficient. I would say put in the chat or in the comments, I mean, do you feel the same way? However, strong critics have argued that in certain industries, real-time responsiveness is crucial, and excessive batching might slow down decision-making. Yeah, well, okay. I'll just say it as, that's a fact. We will say that as a fact. This is Spooky Forest. These are a lot of level 3 things. Nothing I can't take, but notice my hit points right now. It's because I went through a barrier, but I'll take a potion. Potion should be, I think the cooldown is about a minute for the potion. So I'll just kind of go through this forest. I'll make a left. And I'll continue on. There's a bear to my right. And in this forest, there are ghosts or lost souls, as Pax Dei will, as the lore of Pax Dei will have you note them. I'm not liking that. That was a lag right there, huh? That could have been bad. At least the Stella's right there, so even if I die, it's not too far away from my body. All right. So, what's the neutral stance on this? Well, the neutral stance is that every workplace must find its own balance, which falls on leadership, not management. Leadership. I'm very pointed on my distinction between a manager and a leader, because I truly feel a leader can be a manager, but a manager isn't necessarily a leader, nor do they know leadership. So the ancient philosopher, I think it's Epictetus, once said, Greek, obviously, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This serves as a reminder to manage our digital distractions by controlling our responses. Well, I've gone over communication and conflict resolution, and there's a lot of good information in those two podcasts. I will mention it again because it's worth mentioning. In any situation, just pause before you react. There is no need for you to react immediately, fast. And that's what Hepatitis? Hepatitis, no, I'm kidding. It's not that. Epictetus. Alright, so going through this fog, but I have to scroll my notes. So imagine you're a global consulting firm that introduced quiet hours. Oh, that's a will-o-wisp. I found out that they're not evil. I don't mind will-o-wisps now. So you have quiet hours. So non-urgent emails from 10 a.m. to noon. So just no non-urgent emails. If they're urgent, you can assign or allot time in order to respond to them. But for the most part, anything that's truly non-urgent for those 2 hours doesn't get any attention. A 2015 HBR report noted that this policy significantly reduced stress and improved concentration, much like a cool-down period between boss fights that keeps you ready for the next challenge. Like right now, I'm at a heightened sense of alert, and I'll be there until I get out of the fog. Why? Because I don't know what's in the fog, and everything that's in the fog, like that, is a level 34 dark. I can take it. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, but it will eat into my inventory, or my weapon durability, and my shield durability, and my armor durability. So these are things to get into a fight or to wait. Right? So keep that in mind as we're going through this. So as I'm coming in here into the next area, there's a crossroads here. Now this crossroad is over here. There's 2 ways I can go. I can go straight into the Stella, or I can try to go across here and dive maybe across this island and there's probably some type of creature that's going to attack me. So I'm going to go straight, and I'm going to follow the river. But I don't go up against any Zebians or Lost Souls. And you can hear the Lost Souls on the left side of your headset if you're listening to headsets. Again, not that I can't take it, but as I'm traveling, I want to get to my location before or with as much durability and health as possible, with as many potions as possible. So as I get to this point, pro tip, I'm going to continue our conversation here in a moment. I am right here, so I'm going to cross and I'm going to stay on this riverbank. And since I have enough stamina, this little swim shouldn't do anything to me. There we go. And then I'll just stay, because I don't know where the animals are, and I know there's some bear in here. As a matter of fact, there's one to the left. And it is... Can I see it? There it is. It's a gray bear. I can take a gray bear. So what's our impact on personal and MMORPG behavior? Well, in our personal lives, digital tools can reshape our identities. In a 2018 study in, ironically enough, Identity magazine found that while it's fun to craft an online persona, if it strays too far from who you are, you'll end up feeling out of sync. Also, when the same devices are used for work and leisure, boundaries are blurring. How many in the chat, how many of us have looked at some games, such as what was a good one? Starfield, or even Baldur's Gate 3. Great game, by the way. Starfield was good, but it was nowhere near as expansive as Baldur's Gate 3. Both good, though. Baldur's 3 was just amazing. So I'm gonna throw that one out to an amazing level, right? I'm gonna see where I am. Alright, I still wanna... I could go across, but I don't want to. And kind of keep close to the side. I'm actually in territory I am not familiar with, so I might actually have to go back. But for now, I think that island's up ahead. That's not what it's looking for. Yeah, it's up ahead on the left. Okay, so we're almost at the island. All right. So where was I? So also, when the same devices are used for work and leisure, boundaries start to blur. So evidence shows that digital expression can be a great outlet for creativity and connection. But on the flip side, too much divergence between our online and offline selves can lead to internal conflict and stress. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah. As you can see, I'm only doing 25 to it, but it is a gray bear. So it's not as bad as it looks. And honestly, I actually responded really well to the bear, which is kind of cool. There we go. Ooh, he caught me. I really came down here for only one thing, so I'm not carrying back even the bear stuff. And I can go up a little bit further. That island doesn't seem too far away, but I definitely want to man, it seems a little farther than it. Go across. Let's see how far away it is. That's pretty far, actually. I'm gonna take like 100 points of stamina to get across there. That's funny. And then that's where my location is going to be. However, I really don't see I want to see a area where I'm not going to be attacked by the skeletal forces. Let's see how bad this is. I don't see any. All right. And now, I'll look for two things. A, these little anchors, and B, I have to keep a lookout for creatures. Mostly, I'm not so worried about the dire wolves as much as I'm worried about those things. Whispering souls. So you have to be careful. The Whispering Soul I can take. It'll be a battle. I'm not going to say no to the battle. And there he is. I think I can just go around him. Here is some pure iron ore coming up. And I don't think I need to worry about anything around this one. There we go. All right. So I just want to say this again if I haven't said it, but on the flip side of that digital self-expression, too much divergence between our online and offline selves can lead to internal conflict and stress. Okay, the neutral view is that it really depends on how we manage these different facets of our identity. So Confucius once said, quote, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." This means that small, deliberate steps, like separating work and personal profiles, can help restore the balance. So here's a real-world example. Let's say there's a freelance designer. They were in... they're in Ink, the magazine Ink, who decided to split her social media presence into two separate accounts on a platform for professional use and one for personal life. She described it as wearing a work helmet and a chill cloak. Well, which one helped restore her sense of balance? And when it comes to, well, I should say, which restored her sense of balance, having the two accounts restored her sense of balance. And when it comes to MMORPGs like Final Fantasy 14, for instance, players often build elaborate digital personas. While this can be incredibly creative, if the persona starts dictating your real life decision, authenticity suffers. An ancient call to know thyself is more relevant than ever.
All right, so I have to pay attention not to that, but to my surroundings.
For now, because I'm going to go up here soon.
So I will find another node up this way.
Here we are.
Nodes are the shorthand term for these rocks.
All right. What the hell is attacking me? Oh. It's a freaking box. Okay. All right. So let's talk about techniques to mitigate the negative effects of all this, right? How do we combat digital overload at work? Well, organizations can make a big difference by setting clear communication rules and following them. I'll put that as an aside. Forbes reported in 2019 that scheduling emails times can reduce stress by about 15%. Also, digital detox, a day completely offline, can boost creativity as much as 25%, according to 2018 studies in the Journal of Health Psychology. The evidence here is pretty compelling. Structured communication reduces burnout and improves focus. Yet, some argue that strict schedules might limit flexibility and slow down real-time collaboration. Well, there's a balanced view in here, right? Each organization should tailor these strategies to fit its own culture and needs.
All right, we're back to the game just for a moment. Like I said, the Ancient Forest is, or I call it the Ancient Forest, it's called Old Forest, but it's pretty wild if you, this is the hardest in this map is the Old Forest. And that's a will-o-wisp. I'm not crazy about will-o-wisps, but they're not gonna hurt me. They'll turn red because they're running away. There's the nodes. Okay.
So, Seneca once advised that begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. This Stoic wisdom encourages companies to give their employees the space they need to recharge.
Pretty cool, right?
This is Seneca, by the way, a Roman philosopher. So one tech firm actually implemented a weekly digital Sabbaths, if you will, in 2022. They banned all working messages for an entire day. Deseret News reported a dramatic drop in burnout, much like logging off after an intense dungeon run and letting your character recover. Yeah, I guess that would be it. The notes I take, I swear to God. Anyway. So on a personal front, setting boundaries is key. A lot of people
hear about psychology and you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries. I'm sure people have heard this before. And it's true. So don't discount it. It says there's one this way. What do you guys think? I mapped these out because the nodes are hard to get to if you don't map them out. You can run into very nasty creatures very quickly, and sometimes in multiples, which is never good. I do not like not being able to see in an area. There's a guy. See, you could barely see him. He's there, though. Probably take him. There's also a couple people over there on the rocks. You didn't see them, but I know they're there. So, psychology today suggests that avoiding screens after 7 p.m. works wonders for many. And in 2019, studies in Frontiers in Psychology found that just 10 minutes of meditation can reduce stress up to 20%. Well, I will say this once again. What is meditation? Meditation is anything you deem it to be. Meaning, is prayer meditation? Yes. Is meditation actually meditation? Yes. Is sitting staring at something meditation? Believe it or not, yeah. I would definitely try to find true meditation techniques, or prayer works as well. So just FYI on that. There's strong evidence that personal routines, like turning off office devices at a set time and starting your day with mindfulness, can greatly improve your focus and reduce anxiety. Of course, some might feel that these routines cut into their connectivity and entertainment time, but for the most part, the benefits outweigh the drawbacks. All right, back to focus. We are looking for... If I go that way, I might be able to get some mushrooms that I need. Morals, that's what they call them. I don't see it. They're off to the left, huh? I hear the enemy, I just don't see the enemy. The morals are really hard to find. Really hard to see. So if you walk, pro tip, if you walk around, you'll be able to find them a little bit easier. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna find them today. That's okay though. I know where a few are, but I'm really here for the pure iron ore. There's a bear down there. And it says that there's some goodies over here. Make sure there's no wolves or anything. Oh, wait, down here. Alright, let's do this. Do a quick look around. I'm pretty safe. Okay. So one of the things that I've noted in my own personal life is if you have an opportunity to go camping, don't take your phone. But well, you take your phone, but put it in the car. You know, just or you know, keep it on you, but don't look at it. Disconnect completely. I think it's who is it? Oh, I remember his last name because he's famous for the Rubin Report. So, forgive me, sorry. He's prevalent on Rumble. But he actually Takes the whole month of August and he disconnects completely. No matter what news is coming out, he doesn't know about it because he's completely disconnected. And that's one he takes it. He takes that 30 days and says, you know what, I'm not going to computer, I'm not touching my phone, I am just living life. Which I would assume Dave Rubin. I'm assuming that he doing that doesn't even he doesn't even turn on the TV. Let's see where my next call is. Yeah, over here. Looks like it's straight. Ah, crap. Yeah, he's coming at me. Ah. Damn it. I did it again. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Damn it. I knew I was gonna die, but I didn't think I'd die that harsh. Okay, this is gonna be... I am really far away from my body, aren't I? This is gonna take a while. It looks like a home valley, but it's very dangerous. Alright, that's alright. We're okay. I got too close. I can't believe I didn't take him, though. Did a lot of damage to me. I gotta watch that ridge up there. That ridge is like full of demons. It's funny because this area is like the most peaceful looking area ever. Absolutely insane. You can't pick anything, which is interesting. Can't even get an axe, you know. You got nothing. Go this way. But I'm gonna have to make a decision here. Alright. So, so the neutral approach is to just find out what best fits your lifestyle, right? So Buddha actually stated, quote, peace comes from within. Do not seek without it. Or do not seek it without. By establishing personal rituals themselves, you can create a sanctuary of calm amid individuals. Alright, now I'm going to start to get into the... So I know of a freelance writer, again, featured in Ink, right? Let me get through here. Handsome wolf. If I can go this way, huh? Alright, let me get back to my body first. A pointy stick is not gonna do me any good. However, craft rude shield, I might actually survive. All right. Here we go. I'm not going to be able to fight anything, honestly. Let's make it to this ridge first. And I think I can actually skip around the guy who beat me. There he is, I think. I should be able to come up on my body fairly quickly now. There I am. There is my dead corpse. All right, awesome. We are going to put that one in there. And my fine hand spear. That there. That there. That there. There we go. All right, I think I have everything now. That kind of sucked, but I thought I could take a 22.
Interesting, right? Okay. So, this freelance writer who stops checking emails after 7 p.m. and begins each morning with a 10-minute meditation session, over time, she's become noticeably calmer and more focused, proving that the small personal judgment can have a big and huge impact, right? I have to recharge here. Could use grace. Nah, use grace. I think I have. Yeah, we can use grace. As a matter of fact, I can throw these on the ground because I don't need them. Not enough grace. I have 10, that's 40. Let's do it. Now I should be able to find. There we go. Okay. Now let's tap into some ancient wisdom that might help manage our digital lives. Like Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have the power over your mind, not outside events." This reminds us to take charge of our inner state rather than letting digital chaos dictate our mood. Go back down here. Everything's strategic at this point because I saw that other guy. There's a guy there if you didn't see him on the, he's a 20. I should be able to take a 22, but I guess I can't. Very disappointing. I need better weapons is what that's telling me. Make sure there's nothing around me. Okay. So Buddhism actually emphasizes mindfulness, staying present even in the amidst of distractions. And Confucianism and Taoism stress the balance and harmony. central principles for handling the consistent influx of digital stimuli. Evidence supports that integrating these philosophies into daily routines can help reduce stress and build resilience. Of course, critics, however, might argue that some ancient wisdom can seem too abstract for our modern pace. Let them argue that. That's why it's ancient wisdom. We need to do a little thinking ourselves and apply that ancient wisdom to today's issues, right? The neutral stance is that while all these teachings require personal adaptation, they offer timeless framework for balance, right? That's the neutral. The positive is they'll fix everything. The negative is they're ancient. They won't fix anything. Okay, nothing up there. Oh. I forgot I had that buckler out. Okay. I think he is 20. I should be able to take the 20. I don't need to take the 20, so I'll try not to. As a matter of fact, I'll get rid of some of these other things because I don't need them right now. And keep everything nice and tidy. I'll be able to get this last one. I can leave those nodes alone. Again, strategy, right? We're basing everything on strategy. Might be able to do a little bit more damage to him because I'm using the better weapons, so. Since I don't have to attack him, I'm not going to. We'll go around him. Oh, if you didn't notice, my buckler's a little tiny buckler. Alright, I'm looking for the next node. So it's over this way. Alright, trying to look out for the, that's a bear, I think. Is it where I need to be? That's a wolf. That's two wolves. Ah, crap. Didn't see me? Alright, I'm good with that. Not that I can't take a bear, it's just going to take a little bit of time and concentration. Sometimes you just don't want to run through these forests. It'd be nice to see a will-o-wisp not be in an area, or kind of marking the area. What is that? Blizzards. Is this where I was before? Or is somebody else out here? All right, I'll finish the episode here in a second, but I gotta keep an eye out because I'm in the forest and there's a lot going on. And I want to make sure I am not going to run in or walk up on something I can't defeat. looking at my notes and walking in the forest are two things that I can't do. Oh, there's a node. Let's see if I can get to it. See if there's anything guarding it. Let's see anything. Doesn't mean it's not here. This means I can't see it yet. Have it on my map? I do not. How fortuitous. I did not want that one. There we go. Make sure I'm not going to run into anything. Almost there. Once I'm full up, I'll teleport back. Alright, so I read about an executive in Forbes who starts his day with Stoic meditations, centering himself with quotes from Marcus Aurelius, nonetheless. Meanwhile, a startup team's weekly Buddhist mindfulness sessions have significantly improved their collaborative spirit. So modern thinkers are also looking critically at our digital identities. Right? In 2018, articles in Philosophy and Technology argued that our online personas should reflect who we truly are, and emphasize authenticity. Meanwhile, in 2022, a piece in Conversation magazine, or online publication, on tech ethics calls for designing digital systems to respect our mental well-being. That would be interesting. I think I'm behind somebody. That might be me. Alright, still looking. Oh, there's one. I forgot to do this before I forget. And I need it. I need to move my spell to where I can actually use it in a quick, fast, and in a hurry method. That is not a node. I hear the bear. Like I said, I'm not even scared of the bears more than I'm scared of these things. Whispering souls. Heading in the right direction? Interesting. I thought there was many, many more nodes this way. Ah, crap. See if I can outrun it without running into other things. We good? We good. Make sure I don't run into anything walking up from the banks of the river. There's something over there. I think I can go around it. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of intensity here. I'd like to
continue with the episode, but to be fair to you guys, I don't want to keep having to run back after I die to my body. Luckily, I don't think the Whispering Souls like to run after you a lot. Like, there's big creatures that I've come up on that, man, like bears. Oh my god. They are relentless. Oh, morals. Let me quickly map these. And I'll pick some up, actually, because I'm here. Get rid of the flint. And that gives me 12 bear stews, which is 12 times 5, by the way. I'm still looking. There's a bear. I didn't get to the Stonelands. I wonder if there's iron ore here as well. Let's check it out. There isn't. I'll have to head back into the old forest, but it's the first time I've gotten here in a long time, so maybe. Is iron ore or pure iron ore? Iron. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go back into the forest. No biggie. I am here. So I need to head back into here. So all I have to do is turn around. It looks like a pretty safe haven, actually. Alright. So there is evidence that ethical design reduces cognitive overload and enhances user satisfaction. Some debate, however, how much ethics can realistically influence commercial design, but the trend is moving toward a more user-centric approach. And it's basically a balanced view while challenges remain. Integrating ethical insights into technology is a promising step forward. And we as humans are driving that. Just FYI. Many humans want the ability to create based off of ethics instead of create based off of money. And honestly, most of your people who purchase from you, 3 of them? Holy crap, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of enemies. Alright. So there's a software firm revamped its user interface in 2023 to reduce cognitive overload, as reported by Fast Company. Users found that the new design is far less stressful, demonstrating that when ethical principles guide technology, the benefits are clear. So what does the future hold for our digital lives? Well, in 2021, a study in the Journal of Environmental Psychology shows that while excessive digital use can impair our focus, adopting a moderated approach can actually rewire our brains for better performance. Wearable devices that track stress are on the rise. Fast Company
spotlighted a 2023 pilot program where one company reduced employee stress by 10% using real-time data. And I forget what, I think it was Logitech came out with a product that actually did look at stress as one of the factors. All right, I don't want to get too greedy here. Every time I get too greedy, I seem to die. There's some nodes over there. There's a guy over there. And I think he's a beefy guy. He might even be a named guy. Let's see. It's a 20 Whispering Soul, but I don't think I can take him. That's a wolf. There's two there. That is a fox, if I remember. So I'm not worried about that. Do I have any nodes around here that I'm looking at? Ah! Maybe jump! Freaking fox. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't think he would he'd attack. Alright, so I'm looking for nodes. Nope, not that way. Let's see. Let me take a look at this before I go on with my the content of my podcast. Keep looking. Pro tip here is you have a dot in front of you, and the dot is what you want to scan the horizon on. And if you go over a monster or an animal, it will give you this little. You'll get a pop-up of a creature. Interesting. I'm on a road. It's literally nowhere. Okay. There's some nodes, but is there any creatures? Gotta be careful. Right? Nothing yet. Which means I have the opportunity to mark the node. Hear the bear. There's a couple nodes in this area, which is good. I usually die about once coming down here because I make mistakes. And it sucks, but it is what it is. This will probably be my last one unless I drop something. I might drop my sword and a couple arrows, because the arrows are wrought iron. I can make wrought iron arrows fairly easily. And it's a 44 dire wolf. I could still take it. I can't take two. Well, I could probably take two, but they kind of surround you. It's a pain in the ass. I have a little bit more room. Just make sure that okay. So yeah, Logitech has this thing that you mount in the office, right? And a lot of people think it's going to be abused. The technology is going to be abused because it can tell if the office is being occupied
or the room is being occupied. It can even go down to the pulse or the temperature of the employee. It's pretty cool. And if it weren't abused, kind of like any technology can be abused, but let's for say like if they ever get auto drive completely integrated in the vehicles, awesome, love it. And then of course or can suspect how it's going to be abused, right? That guy's there. 216 Whispering Souls. I'll drop that one. All right. So if I were to continue, what would I need? I need at least 10 more. All right. Oh, wait. I'll go up here real quick. Since I know that I'm here. Oh, I'm already there. Okay. You can't put two nodes next, or two markers on your map too close together to each other. And honestly, you really don't need to. I do not see anything, but it's good. Oh, almost ran into that guy. 25, a somber Vistant. Named guy, probably can't kill him. I couldn't take a level 22 guy, so I'm gonna say I can't take the level 25 named person. They drop kind of cool stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to take them. Interesting. Still in the old forest. Oh, wait. I knew there was something over there. There's something over there, too. He's there. I just can't... Ooh, there's another guy. Gee whiz. Is this the front lines, or what? Oh, morals. We always have time for morals. Alright, so I have 20 morals. Do I drop something? Nah, I don't drop anything. I'm gonna get the ability to do the big attack charged up. I gotta be careful over here. The Whispering Souls in the trees are hard to see. So are the nodes, technically. There he is. 26, jeez. Must be in the tough area. A decision must be made. I should have made the decision before this. I do know where I didn't see anything, so let's run down that path, ensuring that I don't run into anything else. Alright. How was it 26th? Jeez. forest is so hard to see these guys. So what do you think about the conversation tonight? I tried to pick a topic that kind of brings everything together. Man, this is not a kind area. It's a bear. There's a tree here. Usually, there could be some iron nodes near it. Level 90. I'm glad they don't attack. How? Can you imagine there's no nodes around here? I just need one more node. And I'm not sure I'll get it. Honestly, I should just head back. I got plenty. Shouldn't get greedy, but I am. There's one right there. 20. There's 2 wolves. You know what? I got plenty. I'm just gonna head back. We're gone. There we go. Alright. So let's talk so the evidence supports that mindful technology we can use to enhance our cognitive abilities. The critics are on the other side. They're saying, hold on. Over-reliance on such devices might be bad. And a balanced perspective is, of course, the benefits depend on the thoughtful implementation. I say that all the time with seriously? There we go. I say that all the time with AI. Depending on how you implement AI is how you're going to be, or how it's going to express. The tool itself is neutral. The human wielding the tool can apply evil, or it can apply lawful, or good, right? I don't like to use chaotic because I do like D&D, but chaotic evil and chaotic neutral and chaotic good. I mean, it's kind of a weird way of thinking about things. So, on the chaotic side, so lawful and evil, people know, right? We can either use something legally and lawfully or good, or we can use it for evil. Chaos isn't really good. It's like there's very few people who can truly say they are chaotic. Like crazy people. I mean, that's the ones who truly say it. They seem to be more in the camp that they are thoughtful, independent thinkers. So Lao Tzu noted, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. I said that earlier, and it's so true. Somebody died from the boar, it looks like. Twice, maybe? There he is. Really? Pretty, huh? they need anything, they can take it from dwarves. With this. Gallery. Liar from war might have killed it. I can take one. Alright. So one innovative company used smartwatches to monitor employee stress, which adjusting work schedules based on real-time data. So productivity spiked as a result, just like fine-tuning your character stats in a real life with smart tech. However, and I can hear some of the comments. Where does this live? We're not debating tonight anyway the morality of providing this technology and monitoring employees. Just saying that if you had this data and could act on it, I think that's where we really truly are, right? So don't think that I'm advocating for this type of technology because we have to have it. We should have an entire episode based on the pros and cons of it, right? Yeah, I'm using steel arrows, but I don't care. Honestly, they're only 42 gold, which isn't much. Leave that one, got it. Looked like it lagged a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm giving the example of them monitoring stress of employees, but my mind is going really on it, so I don't know. But let's wrap it up. Today we explored how digital tools, from emails to virtual avatars to immersive MMORPGs, they shape our lives in profound ways. But here are some key takeaways. 1, digital connectivity boosts productivity, but can also lead to stress and blur our true identity. 2, organizations and individuals alike can combat these challenges by setting clear boundaries and embracing mindfulness. 3, I know there's there we go. I need to snip that for YouTube Shorts because that was 2 amazing shots, and I didn't get to see those guys. There we go. All right. 3 ancient philosophies like Stoicism, Buddhism, and Confucianism, combined with modern ethical insights, offer timeless guidance toward a balanced digital life. And 4, I knew I was gonna miss that one. This is where you let it come over a little bit so you don't have to walk as much. I held it too much. Sometimes you hold your bow too much and the creature will move, and there's just slight bit of lag between you and the server, so you have to be very careful. Okay, anyway. Emergent technology and ongoing research hold promise for the future where digital tools serve us without overwhelming us. Some people have said today's technology is moving too fast for us to keep up with it, meaning we can't learn as fast as the technologies are coming out. I disagree, or we wouldn't be actually creating the technologies in the first place. My premise is, if we can think of it, we can learn it. If we choose not to dedicate ourselves to learning the tech, that's a different story. There we go. I'm gonna bring him out here. Again, I'm just doing this for skinning, nothing else. If there's any newbies
younger characters that have just been teleported here by the goddess, they can use they can use it. And I think these guys up here took away some of the freaking flax. Golly, guys. Yeah, they did. Unfreaking. Yeah, they're older people too. You can tell because they have very nice architecture, but still, it's just like, dude. Like these two guys, they took the boar away. Thank you so much, guys. Ah, what else are they gonna take away? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably talk more about like different technologies and how we can better understand those technologies. You're right by the Stella. Got one of them. The other one coming. There he is. I had to get the shot off pretty quick, but it is a rabbit, so it doesn't really matter as far as the amount of damage. As I'm heading back to my house, I can close out the podcast. Okay, so let's see. Well, thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and forward this, share this with your friends. Comment. It all helps the algorithm and the channel grow. Let me know what you want to hear in the future. What kind of things you want to hear in the future. I do like to create or understand past philosophies and ancient philosophers. I don't believe we have to reinvent the wheel of human psychology. I believe we have had 2,000 years of people observing human philosophy, and I think there's culminations of eras or even areas of areas that will promote reason, and I think overall this is a good thing, right? And to repair all those because I died. Anyway, let me finish up. I'll do this while we're offline. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this this episode. I hope, again, my name is Daniel. I hope you take the time to learn more leadership from ancient philosophies. I do LinkedIn. I do write on LinkedIn because I have nowhere else to write. I might be able to afford a Twitter, or I'm sorry, an X article, another increase if the channel does bloom and I can get a little bit of monetary income from here. I do a music channel on YouTube. I'm going to put out another video in about, when's that video coming out? I want to say it's going to be the second or third week in March. I have, I think, 6 videos out there right now. Well, let me check. Let's see. What do I got? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos out. I do eclectic. I'm very eclectic in my music selection. Go check them out. I think you'll like them. I did a French English one. I'm working on a Spanish English one. All different genres, right? So there's some for I did one country rock. I did one alternative. I did one what's that one? What's blues rock, right? One was funk, right? So I did a little bit of funk, and the new one is more I can't remember what they call it, but I've got another alternative rock I think coming out. I love using AI. I think it's like I said earlier, technology is a tool, and it will reduce our stress. Maybe I'll go through an entire episode just on AI tools and how they reduce stress and how we can craft ancient philosophies into our use of those tools, right? Or the why to use those tools through the ancient philosophy. So overall, I hope that you gained knowledge tonight. And if you did, if you have any questions, like I said, I write leadership articles on LinkedIn, and I associate them with ancient philosophies. I am a big advocate of AI. I did some AI articles. I'm active on X. Of course, I do a music channel, and of course, I have this podcast, which kind of brings it all together. This podcast usually runs from Friday to Monday, 8 Central. Sometimes I can pepper a few other things in there, but of course, life happens, and also I do work. And if this channel ever blows up, maybe I won't work. I'll just work on ideas and concepts and research for everybody that listens. And that's a nice place to be. But until then, I do have to work, and I enjoy my work. So I hope you enjoy your work, and I hope you take some of these philosophies and these recommendations that I did today and put them in your pocket. Use them. Stay sane, right? But until then, stay curious, stay balanced, and keep forging your digital identity with purpose. Have a good night. Have a good day. Until tomorrow.
With every step, a lesson learned. From fire's heat to the fields I've turned. The blade and bow, the forge and flame. I sharpen my skills, I play the game. Each day brings a challenge I must face. I train my hands with careful grace. From alchemy's art to the hunter's way, I'll find the strength to seize the day. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil, I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild, in the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. From the herbs I find to the iron I mold, each lesson learned is a story told. The stars above, they guide my hand as I hold my craft. I take my stand in the quiet woods, in the mountains chill. I push myself, I shape my will with each new tool and every lore. I'm stronger now than I was before. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil, I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong tasted defeat, I felt the sting, but I rise again with each new spring. For knowledge is power, and wisdom the key. I'm forging my path, I'm breaking free. The skill of survival, the will to thrive. In a world where the strong survive, I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to